It's in the game.
Dominated. Today, one of the best running back matchups you're going to see all season long. Two stars colliding here. Welcome to beautiful South Florida and Hard Rock Stadium, the home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see the number 13 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Cristobal here with Curt Street. Let's get this thing underway. And the Canes will kick this away to get us going. And he takes this from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So the Florida Gators offense comes on the field first today. Here we go. You can feel the juice in this building. What a privilege, Curt, to be part of this rivalry game.
Well, there's nothing like rivalry games. You know, no matter what you've done all year, you get your opportunity to win this game today, and it can change everything.
Looking for some space. It's ball. Game moves the ball out past the 25-yard line. Both these teams told us they're eager to prove a point. Here we are mid-season. They both earned their spot in the rankings. But we expect tight competitive battle today.
Well, that's the beauty of these top 25 matchups in the middle of the year. A little bit of a better handle on who these teams are. Love the fact that we get these two teams on the field. May the better team win, and hopefully it's a close one all the way to the end.
Grab behind the line. It's Sturdivant.
I love the call here with the wide receiver screen. Where's he going to go? The blockers do not do their job and open up any running lanes at all. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for
visitors. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. To keeper trying to get to the marker. Stopped on 3rd for no gain. Going to be 4th and 1 now.
Usually with a quarterback sneak, the worst thing that can happen is you get stopped for no gain. This guy's trying to make something happen that's not there, and he loses yardage on 3rd and inches. Now we got 4th down.
And the Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. And the offense forced to punt for the first time tonight. Getting down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. The Hurricanes offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today.
On the set. Fire.
On the ground, it's Pringle. And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground.
Boy, this back is running very well today and living up to so many great backs that they've had over the years at Miami. Edgerrin James and Frank Gore and Willis McGahee and Clinton Portis. All those guys won a lot of games and ran the ball well. And right now, they got to be loving what they're seeing from this back.
First down here for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Grabbed by the receiver. Finds room at the 30. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. First down. They're going to throw the football. Catch made on the out route. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
Caught for the completion. They bring it down to the 13. This offense really threatening now to score. First down. The Canes come up to the line in the hurry up. Here comes a throw from the red zone. And it's caught. Headed for the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. That's how you finish a play. And Curt, how important is that to get off to a positive start, to draw first blood in a rivalry game like this?
Well, Chris, as you know, in a rivalry game, there's so much emotion. So to be able to put a touchdown on the board first just sets the tone for a big day.
So they'll try to add the lead now to the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Coverage team flying downfield. Not much gained on that return. And the Florida offense retakes the field. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Finally brought down after an explosive play for this offense. Big game.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
So one explosive play sets him up at the plus 43 with a first down. Play action here on first down. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Important second down play coming up. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
After the second down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on third down and 8. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Deep shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Well, anytime you defend this kind of offense, you need defensive backs who are really comfortable in defending the ball being thrown downfield. It's not just the short to intermediate throws, it's the deep shots that they're willing to take. I love how he showed patience here before he knocked the ball away.
So they'll send out the field goal unit to give it a shot here from very long distance. And he's got it from 58 yards away. Never in doubt.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Joseph. Tackled at the 13. Now great field position to start the drive. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Dropping back. It's Beck. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. It's an out route. The catch made. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. And some big plays through the air have been a big part of the story so far. These receivers have shown up today. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. The receiver makes the catch. Moves the ball to the 25. Good enough for a first down. The Canes will come to the line to run the hurry-up.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
Wide open downfield. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
Well, nice throw and a great catch here by this Miami Hurricane wide receiver. For our younger audience out there who might be watching this game, I got to tell you, you may not remember this, but Miami set the tone for wide receiver play for decades, and they're working their way to get back to that now.
It's the 2-minute timeout. Nice to have a close game here as we approach the half. The Hurricanes have 1st and 10 here. They'll run it out of the shotgun. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fix. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Dropping back. It's Beck. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Catch made on the out route. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
This defense has got to do a better job in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, and this offense could have 50 on you by the end of this game.
Trying to find some room. It's Fletcher. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. He'll hand it off. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Offside. Defense.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. We know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
The defensive penalty makes it a very manageable 2nd down and 2 for the offense. Inside move now from the shotgun. And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT is good, so the lead now is 11. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. He steps out at the 21. That's where they'll start the drive. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. Dropping back. It's Lagway. And that pass is incomplete. No idea who he was trying to throw it to. Second and 10 here. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Clark. They bring him down after a short gain there. They crank up the tempo here for this important third down play. Out of the gun now on third down. Quick completion to the tight end. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Caught over the middle. It's Brown. Tackle made after a big gain. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Offense beginning to click on this drive as they try to reach the end zone for the first time today. Off the play fake on first down. Just flings it out of bounds and pass rush closing in. Getting set. Here's second down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. He'll just throw it away to avoid the sack. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Looking to throw. It's Lagway. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Florida.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
PHC up and good. They get a little bit closer. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So they start the drive here, looking to make something happen in the final seconds before halftime. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking deep to the right side. And it's incomplete. Just 5 seconds left on the clock now.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
It's another deep shot. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Tackle after the pick, and that'll do it for the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, thank you for the update. The Gators will kick this away to get the second half going. Bringing it out, it's Joseph. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Miami offense is back on the field. The passing game's been on fire. Let's see if the defense has made some changes to begin to slow it down. They get the second half started with their running play. And they try the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. To the air. It's Beck. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. The Hurricanes hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. On the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. And the Canes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Throw to the sideline, steps out after a short gain.
The key here to me, Chris, is the receiver runs a precise route, and the timing is impeccable. Quarterback cannot hesitate, because if he does, it can be pick six going the other way.
Second down play coming up. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. It's an out route, the catch made. That'll put him over 150 yards today, Curt. He is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
Looking for some space. It's Fletcher. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Fires it to the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Daniels. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. As we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Grinding away on the ground. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Well, they don't block the defensive end. It shows some quickness, Curt, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary, and they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
Back to pass. It's Beck. Snags the quick throw. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal right there. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The Canes trying to punch it in. It's first and goal. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. All right, it's second down and goal now for this offense. Here's the handoff, testing the middle. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Chris, at this stage of the football game, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking about a couple things. You're playing with the lead. You have great field position. Keep running the football, and the importance of that is the clock will continue to move, and you have a chance to be able to ice this victory.
Makes a quick grab. Touchdown, Canes. This offense is still clicking. So the offense flexing here, Curt, and stretching their lead here in the second half.
Yeah, that touchdown gives you a little bit more breathing room, but now it's up to your own defense to help preserve that lead so you can go back out and build onto it in the second half.
And the PAT is good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Returner trying to create good field position. Returner tackle right there. That's where they'll start the drive. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Back to throw. It's Lagway. The pass is caught. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Looking to throw it on first down. Catch made in space. Look out. Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. They finally get him down at the 10-yard line. Sets up a first and goal. What a play. On first and 10, looking to throw. Looking for 6. Touchdown, Gators. What a grab in the end zone in a clutch moment.
What a score by this offense, and the greatest thing, Chris, is they still left themselves a little bit of time, and now you're thinking onside kick if they can recover it. You never know.
It's a screen pass complete to the running back. He's not going to get there. The 2-point try fails. They can't cut into this deficit any further. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And he safely makes the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. Can they play keep away here? Just protect this lead in the final 2 minutes. Here comes a handoff. Picks up the first, looking for more. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. The Canes will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. And at first down, right back to the running game. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
The shotgun running play call. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Oh, and he did not get there. The defense rising up against this elite third down offense. And a timeout is taken. Just 2 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Miami.
So on 4th down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. He got it. The field goal's good. Well, when you're a team that comes in, Curt, with great expectations, big goals at the end, you're going to get tested. They were tested here today by another ranked team. I was impressed how they responded.
Chris, there's no doubt about it. I think the thing that really stood out to me is the way they played for 4 quarters, just dominating football. And this is a team that's had to deal with being kind of the hunted, the team that knows that every single week teams want to bring them down. They took on a very talented team today and just dominated.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
The Indiana Hoosiers taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Hoosiers will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. The Hawkeyes offense will start this game off. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
Makes the grab. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. And that one could serve a lot of purposes. You knock all the butterflies out, you get your first completion.
Yeah, and I agree. You know, the first completion, you get hit, and I always loved it as a player on the first drive to when you got hit, you got that out of the way, you get the butterflies out of the way, and then you kind of settle and you realize, all right, this...
Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Now, the Hawkeyes have a whole new backfield without Caleb Johnson, who turned in one of the most prolific prolific rushing seasons in Iowa football history. School record 21 touchdowns. He was this offense a year ago, David.
He was, and if you're an Iowa fan, man, Reese, we've been just clamoring for years. Just give me some offense, like some form of a passing attack. Another new system. Tim Lester comes in as the OC. Interesting to see.
He's loose on the right. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
It's complete, and he will score. Touchdown, Hawkeye.
And I love this offense and the way they started this football game. Listen, last week be dang, okay? Forget last week. Nice job coming out, setting the tone in this ball game, putting a long drive together, and getting a touchdown.
Getting set for the extra point effort, putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Brady. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Indiana Hoosiers offense will have its first possession of the game. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback effectively. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's Mendoza. Grabbed in the middle, it's Becker.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Hoosiers want to crank the tempo. Wants to keep it in the air. Makes the catch. It's Becker. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. The sure hands. It's Becker. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Hoosiers have their offense in high gear. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Punts it out of the air. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. Always a treat to be here at Iowa and take part in a special moment. Hope these kids enjoy the rest of the game as we play on into the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. He might want another play. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And there's so many targets to focus on and so many elite playmakers, and they just lost him. They lost the running back out of the backfield. He catches the football, does the rest, takes it into the end zone. What a nice weapon to have on your team.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. So an 82-yard drive there. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. That's reeled in. It's Phillips. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. The Hawkeyes can really attack on this second and short. The give to the lone running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the Hawkeyes really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Offenses that are great on third downs, what do they do most of the time? They keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on third and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on third downs all throughout this season.
The Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. So now it's 2nd and long. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. Back to pass. He'll off one deep down the left side. Makes the grab deep. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. And the Hawkeyes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. It's complete on the right side. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Hawkeyes line it up with a 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Iowa! A great catch and run for 6.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sideline and be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Scanning the field, it's Mendoza. Grab near the marker, it's Becker. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got a man, it's Becker. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Fires to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Lets it fly. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, if nothing else, a notable 1st half so far in Iowa City. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the 1st half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. With that said, let's kick it back to the guys inside Kinnick Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the 2nd half here. And the Hawkeyes will boot it away to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it out. It's Brady. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the 1st half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the 1st half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the 1st half.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Catch in the middle, it's Cooper. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
He wants to change this route. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna look downfield again. Unloads to the wideout. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing, to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
On third down, he drops to throw. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Hunt is on its way. Hauls it in, looking for space. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Back to throw. It's Mendoza. Fires left. He's got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners.
Touchdown, Hoosiers! And that one will put them up here in the second half. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After not getting a thing done on first down, it's second and long from the 24. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gill. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Wants to fire on second down. Pressure coming. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. On target over the middle. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. Has to get there to move the sticks. They'll stop him short. Just what they needed as they get the ball back for their offense. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Got it in the middle. It's Becker. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Hoosiers in a good spot here with second and short. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Right on the money. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
They'll run it on first and goal. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Have to put that first down behind them. It's second and goal from the 11. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And they're finally able to get him on the ground at the 1.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go.
Sneaks it in. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the tight end. Complete in the middle. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Deep zone coverage here by the defense. Back to pass on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Converts on 4th down, still going. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Timeout called by the defense, 29 seconds to go. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. Finds his man, it's Gill. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Gill. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. And this will be the 9th play of the drive. To the air on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And the pass is incomplete, looking for a little salve for the wound, but the ball game is over. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented. Nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
left some more this time. I said, down, sad, hey. Now I gotta say, ready, ready to go, get out, down, sad, hey.
As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Buffaloes will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Commodores' offense will take the field first. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they faced this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
Looking to pass. It's Pavia. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Rides the back on the option to give. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Man, that is a picture-perfect start for this defense. Number one objective, get off the field even better. Third down, force them into a passing situation. You win, you hit the quarterback. Nice start by this team.
And the Commodores will punt it away on fourth down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So Colorado's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line. A group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Salter. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
Brings up second down.
And the Buffaloes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Lewis wants to pass. Makes the grab. Pulled down for the tackle.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big fourth down conversion.
And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the snap, it's Salter. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Looking to throw on third. Grab near the sticks. It's Miller. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. inside the red zone. Got it in the middle, it's Gibson. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Lewis to throw. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Colorado! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
This offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for in that play.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. Just got a little casual with it and blew the extra point. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw. It's Pavia. Trying to set up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. All wideouts, no bats. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Hoskins. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're in DB and man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense, you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
Commodores come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Just a short pass to the tight end. There he goes! Past the 10. Touchdown, Vanderbilt! He got a step and just dusted the field.
Man, tight ends do so much for your offense. They block like crazy. You pull them, you use them all over the place. And when you got a guy that can do this, it's just the cherry on top of the sundae, making big plays, going half the field plus to get the big touchdown.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Boston College will need to mount a comeback, but these fans remember when Zay Flowers earned All-America honors. They know this game is not over. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Virginia Tech. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. On the move. There he goes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Last year's return to prominence for Colorado was fueled by a couple of superstars, Travis Hunter winning the Heisman Trophy and giving this whole program a bolt.
They also lost Shedeur Sanders, a quarterback, so losing a lot of talent on the field, but there are a lot of eyes on this program now for obvious reasons. And because of the guy running the program, they're always recruiting extremely well. There's new talent coming in the building. Nobody can overlook Colorado anymore.
Well, it's crazy because the list of Hall of Fame coaches are incredible. I mean, you just go down the list, and I've heard that guy, heard that guy, heard that guy. And so they're starting to recruit better and get more talent. Can they solidify the line of scrimmage? That's what's been the key for Colorado. Can they be physical and tough up front?
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Lewis wants to pass. Hauls it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Using the quick game. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. He's looking to throw. Looking to get it in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. They'll send the back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Salter. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Buffaloes! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
Lewis to throw. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Conversion is no good. That keeps the score. Colorado 12. Vanderbilt 7.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
Set to kick it off.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Alexander. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just enough time for one final play of the half. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half.
Timeout, Colorado.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A 1st half that saw a little bit of everything there in Boulder. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys more than a mile above sea level at Folsom Field.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Commodores will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the 1st half. And so this 1st drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. The stress that a guy who can run that fast puts on a defense, even if it's a pass play, he has them on edge all the time.
Oh, the D coordinator. This guy gives them nightmares every night leading up to this game, because if you don't have people accounting for him and your eyes go to the wrong place or someone's out of position, that dude is gone.
Motion from the back. On the direct snap, it's Salter. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcats. And the Buffaloes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quarterback may change this route. Lewis wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. Wide open downfield. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the direct snap, it's Salter. Creates a little room. He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
Sends it back in motion. Direct snap. It's Salter. Slithers into space. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. Gonna swing it on second down. He caught it. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. When you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
And the Buffaloes will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Gets the back moving. On the snap, it's Salter. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bucks! They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Virginia found a way to rescue victory from the jaws of defeat. A perfect example of just how strong this program is. All about stacking wins there in Charlottesville. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. To the air, it's Pavia. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory there down at the 43-yard line.
A good start by this offense. Something positive on the first play. The drive is good. Listen, the hill is large, right? Like this, we need
strong pass rush. Gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Commodores in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense getting to the QB and getting him on the ground, creating the negative play. This offense must have seen something because they're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Hoskins. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. And the Commodores will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They'll make the stop on the return at the 38-yard line as this defense records an interception.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
On the direct snap, it's Salter. Finds some fresh air. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. They want that clock to run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It'll be 3rd and long. Lewis to throw. Oh, they're after him. Catch in the middle. It's Miller. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Salter. Oh, he's got a chance. Turning it on. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Colorado. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the fourth. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Dropping back, it's Pavia. Got his man. There he goes. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46. The Commodores can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Alexander. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. The screen, he's got wheels.
And that's kind of crazy. I didn't think that would happen coming into this football game. I didn't think we'd get in the fourth quarter and just call his name. This offense, man, he is a big play, dynamic weapon. They got to continue to get him the ball more because he can make enormous plays for your offense.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Richardson. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. To the line quickly. They'll spike it to save some time. Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Looking to fire. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Commodores. Fitted in the window for the score.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. The hands team out there to avert disaster, and so they do. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner. What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Miller. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Buffaloes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Grab near the marker. It's Miller. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. After this, it'll be a wrap. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Salter. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown in the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch. all business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
this big stage to display their supremacy. Welcome to Death Valley, the home field of the Clemson Tigers. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Cristobal, joined as always by Curt Street. Curt, let's get right to the action. The Hurricanes will kick this deep to get us going. Fielded in the end zone. It's Turner. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So the Clemson Tigers offense going to get the chance to start this game off. Got a wide receiver here, Curt, coming off a career performance last game. He was really unstoppable, bouncing around all week, looking to build on that and do even better this time.
Yeah, I think last week the thing that stood out when you looked at the film was he had a lot of one-on-one opportunities, and he made that defense really pay for it. Now it's a new week, new challenge. If I'm the defense coordinator, I don't leave this guy alone coming off of the game that he had last week. Let's see how they defend him and how this offense can respond.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. The receiver grabs it. They get it back, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
So quickly, all the way up to the 36 in his first down. Back to throw. It's Klubnik. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Curt, both sides told us they knew this was going to be a challenge. The biggest test they've had so far this season. Good to see this matchup get off to a good start. Bodes well.
Chris, I'm just excited to see how this game's going to unfold. Both of these teams are going to be so fired up throughout the entire game. I think it's going to be a true test of wills between two teams that have performed as they're destined to be into that postseason at the end of the year.
Defense is coming after him. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Well, this is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
So here comes third and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Quick throw, catch made on the out route.
Well, obviously you're going to throw the football on third down. Man, they complete that pass and lose yardage to set up this big fourth down.
The Tigers will line up to punt it away. He's on to boot it away now. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. So Miami's offense out there for their first possession. They'll be met by a defensive front that has a couple of impact players on it. They get after the quarterback. They slow the run down. Really a nightmare to block.
Well, these guys are what it's all about. You want to build a great defense? Follow this blueprint right here. Big, strong, athletic defensive linemen. They're game wreckers, and they're lucky to have a couple of them up front. Going to be tough on this offense to try to hold up at the line of scrimmage.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Caught over the middle. It's Fletcher. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
And here's that wrinkle, the wildcat formation, extra blocker in the game. Let's see what they call. And it's a direct snap. Oh, and he's going backwards. The wildcat look did not fool this defense at all.
I love the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little bit lacking on that one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board on that call.
Offense now behind the sticks on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss. To throw, it's Beck. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Lets it go quickly. Oh, what a grab!
Okay, here they go. Big first down, good pickup, and they are off and running.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. The ball is caught. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. So, Curt, we reached the end of one. So far, a defensive stalemate here in the early stats illustrating the story. Getting set here now for the second period. Both offenses looking for some efficiency, for a spark after that opening quarter. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Caught by the receiver.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. It's a quick grab.
Simple pitch and catch on the drag route. Quarterbacks love these routes because they're short throws, but those yards after the catch gotta pad your stats.
A completion makes it second down. Ball handed off. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute timeout. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Looking to pass. It's Beck. Quick throw, testing the middle. He's got it in the open. So it's a first down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. He's looking to throw. He's got it right near the end zone. Tackled after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Looking for a man. Makes the catch. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. Now the important point after attempt. And it's 7-0 after the PAT.
Miami 7, Clemson 0.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Bringing it out, it's Brown. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Trying to find room. It's Randall. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2. And the Tigers looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Dropping back. It's Klubnik. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Quick throw to his receiver. What a catch! What a sag by the senior. Carson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. The sure hands. It's Smith. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. A quick spin move. They make the tackle, but that play moves it inside the red zone. Clemson now operating in the red zone. Now in the red zone, it's Klubnik. Catch made on the right side. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Quarterback drops back, looking to the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Clemson.
Let's go. What a fantastic half we've had here. We talk about a last-minute lead change through the air, but we can only hope the second.
Lining up to try the extra point. And it's good. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick up stop. Fielded in the end zone. It's Joseph. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. Oh, he makes the catch. And a quick timeout. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, it's hard to be in man coverage when the quarterback has this kind of time to be able to navigate and find the open man. He finds his receiver pulling away from that defender, makes a nice throw and a 1st down.
Lets it fly out of the wideout. He makes the grab. They make the tackle, but not before he reaches the 37. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Fletcher. Defense brings him to the grass half. Take away. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Looking downfield near the end zone. And it's intercepted as he threw it into heavy traffic that time. Tackled on the return, and that's how we'll end the 1st half of play. Minutes going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A 1st half that saw a little bit of everything there in Death Valley. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect 1st half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and